So can you actually tell the difference between uncompressed audio and MP3s? Let's find out. How's it going, y'all? It has been Aqua. Thank you for joining me today. Apple Music recently released lossless audio and spatial audio, and lossless audio for me has been a game changer in particular. But in the audiophile community, there's a lot of debate whether you can actually hear a difference between lossless audio and compressed audio, such as like an MP3. And I think I can hear a pretty clear difference between the two. But let's take a quiz to really find out, because I'm a little skeptical that I may just be thinking that I have golden ears or something. So I found this test. It's on NPR's website. It's from 2015. I'll link to it in the description below if you want to check it out as well. Maybe you can even do the test with me as I do it. But basically this test has 6 different songs in 6 different genres. And then for each song, there's 3 different versions of the song. There's a 128 kilobytes per second MP3. And then the second tier is a 320 kilobytes MP3, which is a pretty high quality, what's called lossy quality. And then there's also an uncompressed wave file also in the mix, which is not the same as lossless files on Apple Music, but the ALAC files on Apple Music are really high quality. They're lossless, meaning they are a compressed format, but they actually have no loss in the data. So you're given these 3 samples for each song, and you're supposed to choose which one is the uncompressed audio to really see, can you actually tell the difference between these uncompressed files, which are very close to lossless files in Apple Music, and these lower quality MP3s. So let's do it. And by the way, if you're looking for some new sweet jams for your music library, check out my music on Apple Music and Spotify by searching for Ben Aqua. I make all kinds of weird electronic and pop music, so I really appreciate your streams. Share all my stuff with your friends. You are amazing. For this test, I'm going to be using these little earbuds, these IEMs, which are the FIO FH3. These sound amazing to me. I've been really impressed with the audio quality in these, and they do support high-res lossless audio. So yeah, these FH3s I think are awesome. Link to those in the description below if you want to check them out. My FH3s are plugged into my audio interface, which does support high resolution lossless output. All right, so song number 1 is Katy Perry's Dark Horse, and I'm a pretty big fan of this song. I love the production of it. And so I don't get copyright strikes, you're not gonna hear the audio, but I'm gonna be hearing it in my monitors here. All right, so let's play sample 1. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty clean. Sample 2. Interesting. All right, sample 3. This one sounds cleaner, a little bit cleaner. And when I'm listening to these, I'm trying to hear, especially in the trebles. The trebles, like the high frequencies, tend to be the biggest giveaway for me in terms of if a song is compressed or if it's a lossless file. So I'm listening very closely to details like hi-hats, cymbals, S sounds, and vocals. They all sound good. Sample 1 in the Katy Perry song sounds a little bit compressed, so I'm going to guess that sample 1 is not the lossless version. So let's focus on sample 2 and sample 3. Sample 2 is pretty clean. All right, so I am going to guess sample 3 for the Katy Perry song. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. No, I was wrong. Sample 1 is the uncompressed wave, and the one that I guessed, sample 3, is actually the 320 kilobytes per second MP3. That's really interesting. That's the one that I thought was actually the worst quality. Maybe my ears are not very golden at all. All right, so track number 2, Murray Parahia and the English Chamber Orchestra. They're going to be playing a Mozart Piano Concerto number 17. All right, so we got 3 samples here. Let's play sample number 1. This kind of sounds MP3-like. Yeah, I think sample number 1 is probably not the lossless. So let's try sample number 2. Sounds a little cleaner maybe. Let's try sample 3. I'm leaning towards sample 3, but I'm gonna play back sample 2 again. All right, so sample 1 to me sounds the most like MP3-like. Sample 2 also sounds kind of MP3 zone. So I'm going to guess sample 3. Let's see what I get here. I was correct. Sample 3 was the uncompressed wave file. The giveaway for sample number 1 that made me think it was the MP3 was if you listened really closely to the noise, like the general kind of room noise in the recording, that kind of like shh, kind of almost white noise, There's a little bit of the garbly MP3 compression that I'm pretty sure I heard and I was correct. Sample 3 was uncompressed wave. So far I'm 1 for 2. All right, question number 3 is Coldplay, speed of sound. All right, let's go, sample 1. All right, so we got some drums, we have some vocals, some pretty bright guitars in there. I'm skipping towards the middle of the end of the Coldplay sample because there's a little bit of cymbals in there. And like I said, that's usually what the giveaway is between compressed and uncompressed audio for me. Okay, sample 1's pretty clean. Let's go to sample 2. Okay, let's go sample 3. Sample 3 to me for the Coldplay song sounds a little bit MP3-like when it comes to the cymbals and the high trebles. Okay, I think I'm gonna rule out sample 3 as being the uncompressed one. Let's go back to sample 2. Sample 2 sounds a little cleaner to me. This is so hard because they all sound good. I'm gonna guess sample 1 for Coldplay. Oh, I'm so nervous. All right, let's go. Sample 1. I was correct. Sample 1 for the Coldplay song is the uncompressed wave, the lossless file. Sample 2, the 320 kilobytes per second MP3, and then sample 3 was the 128 kilobytes per second MP3. So I was right 2 for 3. I'm actually doing better than I thought I'd be doing on this quiz. So, whew. All right, so track number 4 is JayZ, Tom Ford. I'm excited to hear this one. All right, so sample 1, let's see. Sounds all right. Let's see sample 2. Sample 2, immediately because of the hi-hats especially, it sounds kind of crunchy and distorted. So I'm gonna already say that sample 2 is probably not the lossless file with the JayZ song. Sample 3 sounds clean. Vocals sound nice and crisp. I'm saying all this, but watch me be wrong. Damn, okay, this one's really close. I think it's between sample 1 and sample 3. It's so close. I don't know which one. Why is this making me nervous? I'm going to guess sample 3. I'm pretty sure that's the uncompressed. Let's see. All right, sample 3. I was right. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, I got 3 out of 4 so far. Sample 3 was the uncompressed for the JayZ song, and sample 2, as I thought, was the 128 kilobytes per second MP3. It sounded garbled. It just sounded like an MP3, kind of crunchy. It was so close though. Like I could barely tell the difference between that 320 MP3 and the lossless file. 320 MP3s hold up. When it comes to lossless compression and MP3 compression, a lot of people I've seen say that you can't even hear the difference between the two, and if you can, you have golden ears. So I may have to auction these golden things off on eBay. All right, so 3 out of 4. I'm doing pretty well. I actually thought I was gonna fail all of these. Okay, track number 5 is Suzanne Vega, Tom's Diner, the classic. Sample number 1, let's go. Ooh, got the acapella at the beginning. Okay, that sounds pretty clean, sample 1. Sample 2 sounds pretty good too. This is a tough one. They all sound really good, actually. Damn, this is hard. All right, so in this sample, I'm really listening to the first S noise that Suzanne Vega makes. Like, I am sitting, that S. Oh my God, this one is so hard. So I'm listening to some of the reverbs in the side too, because that might be a giveaway in terms of the mids and the kind of MP3 compression garbly sound. I keep saying garbled. I don't know how else to describe it. It almost sounds a little bit like underwater, that, you know, like that kind of crappy quality MP3 sound. Oh my God, I'm gonna get this one wrong because all 3 of these sound good to me. I'm going with sample 2 for Suzanne Vega's Tom's Diner. Let's see if that's the uncompressed one. No, I got it wrong. All right, so the winner was actually sample 3, and I was right at least about the sample 1 being the low quality MP3. But yeah, between the 320 MP3 and the lossless file, I could barely tell the difference between those two. That was really, really difficult. So I am 3 out of 5 now. So come on, we gotta go. We got one more left. So question number 6 is going to be Neil Young, There's a World, totally different genre. We have 3 samples here. All right, sample 1. Got more of a vintage kind of quality recording in this one. Okay, sample 1 sounds pretty clean. Let's see sample 2. Damn, that sounds almost identical. Okay, so towards the end of the Neil Young sample, there is a bit of more orchestration with some higher trebles, like a bell kind of sound. So I'm gonna focus on that part of the song actually. This is another hard one. They all sound good, damn it. This one is even harder than that Suzanne Vega one because there's not like a really heavy beat or something that's like a really dead giveaway to me. Y'all, maybe I don't have the golden ears. What are y'all thinking for the Neil Young one? Because I am completely stumped. I'm going to make a guess here that sample 2 is the low quality MP3, so I'm going to rule that one out. All right, so I'm going to make a guess here that it is sample 1. All right, I only have 3 right out of 5, so let's go sample 1. I was correct, it was sample 1. That was really, really hard. And it looks like I was correct also about the sample 2, which is 128 kilobytes per second MP3. That kind of triangle bell sound towards the end of that sample did sound a little more kind of crunchy and not as clean. Y'all, the 320 MP3 sounded almost identical, if not identical, to sample 1, which is the lossless file. I mean, I really could barely tell a difference. All right, y'all, so I got 4 out of 6 correct, and that's actually honestly more than I thought I was gonna get. I thought I was gonna get like every single one wrong. In my old age, I guess I can still hear some stuff. Let me know in the comments how many you got right, and was there one that got you really stumped in particular? I love to see y'all down in the comments. I had a lot of fun doing this test, and I think this test was a really good measure of just how good MP3 compression is compared to lossless. So I guess the big question is, does lossless make a difference in your audio listening experience? And I do think it does, but the margin between the two is incredibly small, especially if you have a really good DAC and a good set of earphones. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching this video and sticking around to the end. If you did stick around to the end, give me a hashtag Aqua fan down in the comments below. Also, come join us in the House of Aqua Discord. A link to my server is in the description below, and you can join all of our nerdy discourse. We've been talking a lot about lossless music and stuff. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at B3NAQUA. And Twitter in particular, I'm trying to get better at because I kind of sucked at it for a really long time. So definitely follow me on there. And yeah, that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.